If you are a senior leader, you do not need to become an AI engineer to lead AI adoption well. You do need a simple, repeatable way to answer four questions in any meeting where AI comes up. One, what are we trying to improve in the business? Two, what is the AI actually doing in this workflow? Three, what is the risk if it is wrong, manipulated, or shares too much? And four, what do we need in place before we scale it? Those four questions are the mental model. Everything else in this episode exists to help you answer them with confidence. There is a lot of AI vocabulary in the market right now. Most of it does not help you lead. What matters is what the AI is actually doing in your business. And there are only three modes you need to understand. Mode 1. Copilot mode helps a person draft, summarize, or organize their work. Drafting emails, summarizing meeting notes, turning rough thinking into a structured plan, cleaning up an SOP. The human is in the driver's seat. The AI is helping them go faster. Executive view. This is the best place to start. The risk is manageable as long as you have data boundaries and a basic review rule for anything customer facing. Mode 2. Assistant mode helps your teams find and use your company's own knowledge. Policy questions answered from approved content. Internal FAQs that reduce escalations. Consistent answers for sales, support, and operations. Executive view. The value is high because it reduces time lost and rework. The risk shifts. Now it is about what the assistant can access and what it might reveal. So you have to govern its connectors and its sources like you govern privileged access. Mode 3. Agent mode is when AI takes action. It moves money, updates records, sends messages, kicks off workflows. The human is no longer always in the loop on every step. Executive view. The value is real, but the risk is the highest of the three. Agents need approval gates for anything sensitive, and they need a kill switch. The rule I want you to remember is this. Risk increases as AI moves from writing to retrieving to acting. Your control posture has to increase with it. Before we go to control points, let me show you the three ways executives most commonly get burned with AI. None of them require a sophisticated attacker. They happen on their own. Pattern 1. AI output gets treated like truth and quietly makes its way into a decision. Someone asks the tool a question, gets a confident answer, and uses it in a memo. The memo goes up the chain. The original AI source is forgotten, and now a strategic decision is built on an unverified output. Pattern 2. Sensitive information gets shared in the wrong place. Someone pastes a customer record into a public AI tool to get a faster summary. Now your data is in a system you don't control with a retention policy you didn't set. Pattern 3. A rushed workflow creates a trust event. A customer gets the wrong information. A vendor gets a bad number. A regulator sees something that should never have left the building. And now you are not having an AI conversation, you are having a credibility conversation. In every one of these patterns, the AI did not do anything wrong. The workflow around it was not built to protect the business. That is your job as the leader. Here is the small set of control points that protect you from those three patterns. You do not need a massive program. You need these 5 in plain language that your team can remember and execute. Control point 1, the approved toolpath. Your team should know which AI tools are approved, which are restricted, and which are off limits. If they don't know, they will pick the one that is easiest, and the easiest one is rarely the safest. Control point 2, data boundaries in plain language. 3 categories: allowed, restricted, never input. Customer data, financial details, credentials, and anything legally sensitive belongs in the never input list. Make it short enough that people can actually remember it. Control point 3, the human review rule. Anything customer-facing or high-risk requires a human to approve what gets sent. AI drafts, humans approve. That is non-negotiable. Control point 4, verification for high-risk actions. Wire transfers, identity changes, vendor payment updates, HR actions, anything with legal exposure. Out-of-band verification, every time. Even if the request looks like it came from the CEO. Control point 5, logging and audit expectations. You don't need perfect logs. You need enough to reconstruct what happened, who did it, when, and which workflow it touched. The day you have an incident, those logs are the difference between a calm response and an emotional one. 5 control points. None of them require a large security team. All of them keep speed safe. So how do you actually use this in a meeting? Someone brings you an AI request. Maybe it's the marketing team wanting to use a new tool. Maybe it's operations wanting to automate a customer touchpoint. Maybe it's a vendor pitching an AI solution. Run it through the 4 questions. What are we trying to improve in the business? Then classify the work into one of the 3 modes. Is this a Copilot use case, an assistant, or an agent? Then apply the matching control posture from the 5 control points. Then make your decision. Most AI requests will get easier to evaluate the moment you have this language. The conversations will get faster, the decisions will get more defensible, and your team will start coming to you with sharper proposals because they know the framework you are going to use. Here is the bottom line for this episode. Your AI plan is not a plan if it cannot explain who approves what and how high-risk actions are verified. If your current plan can't answer that, you don't have a plan yet. You have a wish list. The good news is the framework I just gave you turns the wish list into a plan in about 20 minutes of focused work. If this episode helped, hit subscribe and like so I know to keep building this series. And drop a comment below. Which of the 3 modes, Copilot, Assistant, or Agent, is most active in your organization right now? I read every comment and your answers will shape future episodes. Next up, how to build an AI business case your CFO will actually fund. Most AI proposals fail not because the technology is wrong, but because the business case is built like a feature pitch. I'll show you the structure that turns a feature pitch into a defensible investment. See you there.